Hello, it's Jim Hutchins for the Jerusalem Connection Truth Report for this week. Last week, Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel was here in the United States speaking with President Trump and other officials. It was a very promising, very positive meeting, Netanyahu said, as did the President. And he also spoke at the AIPAC conference. AIPAC is the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. It's sponsored by Jews, and in it, Howard Core, the director of AIPAC, made a statement that is really countering what much of Israel is standing for, including the Prime Minister Netanyahu, and that is the ongoing support of a two-state solution. I think Netanyahu is recognizing that's not going to happen, and I think there are many leaders here in the United States recognizing it's not going to happen. But Netanyahu spoke to the AIPAC conference, and I'll just read some excerpts of what he said. Netanyahu affirmed the strong bond between Israel and the U.S. while also issuing strong words of warning about a nuclear Iran. It's especially great to be in America's capital now that it's acknowledged Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Thank you, Mr. Trump, President Trump, for the historic decision, the Prime Minister said to a round of applause from the AIPAC audience. He also praised the Trump administration for reinforcing that move with the relocation of the American embassy. Thank you for announcing another decision to move the American embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem this Independence Day. That'll be on May 14th of this year, and the President will probably be there to take part in that. And shifting to a more concerning note, the Israeli leader warned of a clear and present danger facing the world, the threat of a nuclear Iran. He said this: "Darkness is descending on our region." Darkness is descending on our region, Netanyahu warned, naming radical tyranny as a force behind Tehran's quest to build an aggressive empire that includes Iran, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Gaza, Yemen, and more, all in a quest to seek Israel's destruction. He condemned President Obama's 2015 Iran nuclear agreement and said Iran and its proxies are looking for ways to attack Israel. Last week, he said, we read in the book of Esther about an earlier Persian attempt to exterminate our people. They failed then, they'll fail now. In addition to moving its army, its air force, and its navy to Syria to be able to attack Israel from a closer hand, it's also seeking to build precision-guided missile factories in Syria, in Lebanon, against Israel. I will not let that happen, Netanyahu vowed, before praising President Donald Trump for his firm stance against a nuclear Iran. President Trump has made it clear that his administration will not accept Iran's aggression in the region. He's made it clear that he, too, will never accept a nuclear-armed Iran. That is the right policy, and I salute President Trump on this, Netanyahu said. And the President made it also clear that the fatal flaws of the nuclear deal are not, if they're not fixed, he'll walk away from the deal and restore sanctions. He added, Israel will be right there by America's side, and let me tell you, so will 100 countries in the region. The Prime Minister concluded by reminding those present that the wellspring of the U.S. and Israel's enduring friendship was their shared values undergirded by a strong faith in God. That's the national leader. That's the Prime Minister of Israel saying that, a strong faith in God. They come from a certain book, a great book, a good book. It's called the Bible. Netanyahu told the audience, he says that all of us are created in the image of God. I'm going to stop there because I think that's there's a couple of significant takeaways from what he has said. And the first has to do with his statement that there is a darkness is descending on our region, a darkness. And I would say it's a darkness that only the Scriptures refer to. And it will be focused on Israel, but the whole world will experience that darkness. And sadly, God's people, Christians, are unfortunately uninformed, frightfully uninformed. And that's because the pulpits and the pastors of this land have not dealt with it. In many cases, they don't know how to deal with it, but they haven't come to a conclusion themselves. And it's not politically correct to talk about that. But the fact that a darkness is descending on our region, that's the first takeaway. The second takeaway is this, that we share a strong faith in God. That's what Netanyahu said. And I would say to you, the only place that we're going to get understanding and be prepared for the darkness that's coming is from the Bible itself, and he refers to that. I would say to you, you're not going to hear it from the pulpits, but you can read it from the Scriptures for yourself. If you will read Matthew 24 over and over and over and over again, if you will read 1st and 2nd Thessalonians over and over and over again, if you will read the book of Revelation, a chapter a day. For several years now, I've been reading a chapter of the book of Revelation every day, pretty faithfully. This is what it says. Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed, the favor of God is upon it. Blessed is the one who reads the words of this prophecy, just reading it and allowing the Holy Spirit to reveal the truth of it and the extent of it and what it means, the implications for it. Blessed is the one who reads the words of this prophecy. Blessed are those who hear it, just listening to it, and take to heart what is written in it, because the time is near. You will be blessed if you read and reread and reread the book of Revelation. You will be blessed and you will be prepared for the days, dark days that are coming. And that is the truth.